The latest fake space mission headed by Jeff Bezos, of course, the founder of Amazon and the owner of Blue Origin itself. I pointed this out before when it comes to the whole concept of Amazon. You flip the Z around and you get a Mason. And the arrow itself pointing from A to Z, this is the phallic symbol. Also the duality aspect of being the devil's tail. But regarding the arrow, the phallic symbol, just like the rocket itself being a phallic symbol, you have these so-called women riding a rocket, the phallic symbol itself, and this is definitely the Illuminati at play. It's a play on names. They're illuminating, they're nodding. This is what it's all about with this whole entire nonsense. But the important aspect when it comes to these two sellouts, Jeff Bezos, Katy Perry, it's all about faking space. Obviously, it's not just to fake it, it's trying to prove their fake, phony globe Earth. And let's take a look here at this headline Yahoo News article. People think flat Earth debate is over as new footage shows Katy Perry in space. And this goes back in time throughout history with faking space, trying to again prove the globe Earth and hide God's created flat Earth. That's what it's all about. And for those that recall, back in 2022, I made a video on Katy Perry and her reference to flat Earth on this Instagram post. She says, welcoming all my flat earthers and space is fakers in hashtags as you see. So definitely the whole concept of going out to so-called outer space with their feeble attempt to hide God's created flat Earth is not going to work for those that are awake. The sleeping masses will continue to fall for the lies of science and these sellout celebrities that are pushing the ball Earth propaganda. Now what you're going to see here is 100% ritualistic, with the first individual ringing the bell. I'll get into the bell symbolism in a little bit. But first off, take a look at the time. It's kind of hard to see, but it's your dual 33s. 33 and 33 is the countdown. Of course, all has to do with Freemasonry, as you see with the Grand Sovereign Commander and the dual 33s in plain sight. Take a look here, once again, as we have that countdown. Now let's take a look at the video and watch this ritual take place.
Here we go. Loading into the capsule.
And the significance here of the bell, and I should note before I have you explain that, each crew names themselves. They have named themselves the 6 taking up space as each one is ringing a bell. And the significance of that is what, Ariane?
This is one of our traditions. All astronauts throughout history in various programs have had their traditions. For us, we always want our astronauts to ring the bell. Above there, you see, light this candle. Those were the last words that Alan Shepard said right before he went to space. Alan Shepard, of course, the namesake of our vehicle. He was the first American into suborbital space. And we just like to let the stars know that we've got some people heading their way.
There's a lot to break down from that dialogue, but first off, you just heard that individual mention how they're going to let the stars know we have people on the way, and this is a reference to the 33% or a third of the fallen angels, as mentioned in Revelation 12, verses 3 through 9. The fallen angels, also the stars, it's interchangeable when it comes to fallen angel and the stars, as mentioned once again in Revelation 12, verses 3 through 9. Now, getting back to the whole entire concept, once again, with the beginning of the actual video, at 33, the dual 33s, I must mention here, the last individual rang the bell at exactly 33 minutes to the countdown, and let's get right to that aspect. And take a look here, the countdown, doing things backwards, 33:10 at this moment. Now watch as you see the last individual make their way to ring the bell, and it's exactly at 33 minutes. They do that quickly, and there you go, exactly when they release the handle for ringing the bell, it's exactly 33 minutes. So this was ritualistic, meant to happen this way when it comes down to it. And also I should mention, as you see here, let's get a little bit of a closer look, where you see it says, light this candle, and of course, the 33. Again, this is all ritualistic. Take a look here, going back to 1958 with this one particular movie with Kim Novak. and you see the bell and the candle. This is all about, once again, witchcraft. And going back in time, as you see here, with the bell symbolism, the Liberty Bell 7, obviously shaped like a bell, just like you see here. And NASA here with Kennedy Space Center, of course, Kennedy being 33 numerology, with the bogus space shuttle on top of the bell. So it's all going to make sense for anybody that's new to my channel. The reference to ringing the bell is huge while they're doing this ceremony, basically a satanic ceremony. And let's get to it here. Going back to ancient Babylon, Bel is a title signifying Lord or Master. And that's what it's all about when it comes to the bell symbolism. It's their Lord, their Master. Just as you see here when it comes to the bell with AC/DC Hell's Bell. As you see here, they're ringing the bell. No different than what you see here. It's the same exact concept with ringing the bell. And by the way, as you see here, clear shot of Hell's Bell. It just so happens Hell's Bell in numerology is 33. All regarding the fallen angels. And if you think that's just a coincidence, take a look here. When it comes to AC/DC during a concert, take a look here at the guitarist, a closer look. He's wearing the number 33. Definitely just a coincidence for the coincidence theorist. And during this concert from back in 1991 in London, England, you see here, during the playing of the song Hell's Bell, take a look here, up in the air, like the Prince of Power of the air, paying homage to their Lord. Obviously, just a representation of their Lord in the sky. So people need to understand signs and symbols. The key, the importance of understanding those that rule this world from behind the scenes. And that gets into Anton LaVey, which I pointed out in my presentation on the bell symbolism long ago, where during ceremony, he picks up a large brass bell and he revolves it counterclockwise. And of course, Satanists say do things in opposites and reverse, just like the Michael Jackson backslide. This is from Crowley. It goes back further to Eliphas Levi. Again, doing things backwards, doing things in reverse, listening to phonographic records in reverse, learning how to walk backwards, read backwards, and so forth. So understanding how they do things on the opposite. They tell us we're living on a spinning ball, and then you should know we live on a stationary flat earth, just like the Bible states. Now, and another billionaire sellout, this piece of garbage, Oprah Winfrey at hand for this faking of space. Take a look here at this horrible, atrocious acting job, supposedly in tears. Give me a break. What kind of garbage is this? What a complete joke. Take a look here at Oprah Winfrey with the dual 666 hand sign. Not only that, there's multiple things taking place here. And you have your 33 in plain sight with the 3 and 3 with the fingers. Definitely on the payroll. We all know about, of course, Harpo Studios. Basically, Oprah spelled backwards. And that gets back to what I showed earlier about the law of reversal. Learning how to write backwards, walk backwards, listen to photographic records in reverse, and so forth. So definitely, these are all occultist. Make no mistake about it. You don't make it on top of this world unless you sell it, just like I showed earlier with Jeff Bezos. Again, all about the signs and symbols. And talking about the law of reversal, the countdown, starting at 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, and so forth. Again, the law of reversal at play with this so-called rocket launch. Make no mistake about it, it's just pure propaganda. This is definitely CGI. But at times they do launch something off the coast of Florida, but this is all fake garbage. 100% made for TV. It looks like a bad B movie from the 1960s. What a complete piece of garbage this fake phony rocket is. Give me a break once again. What an absolute joke. And supposedly these actors, obviously not really aboard this rocket. If you believe that, you are sadly deceived. and the absolute garbage footage of inside the so-called capsule in space with this horrible, horrible, atrocious acting. And as always, there's going to be symbolism you're going to see here coming up momentarily. But first off, they're going to show the fake phony ball Earth and the moon from the vantage point within the capsule itself. And of course, again, it's all about ball Earth programming, just like the old NASA so-called missions to the moon. It's all about showing the bogus ball Earth. That's what it's all about, like I said several times. And more symbolism coming up with Katy Perry, as you see here. And again, the concept of doing things in opposites, backwards, being upside down, like it states here in the Bible from Isaiah 29:16. Surely your turning of things upside down shall be esteemed as the potter's clay. And that's what it's all about. Again, people have very little understanding about these things and these concepts, and obviously doing the heart symbolism. And that gets into more symbolism as we see here with the butterfly. And this is a dual symbolism aspect where, of course, it's about transformation from the cocoon to the butterfly itself. They love that aspect of the transformation, and also the MK Ultra, just as you see here with this one individual, again, covering the right eye with the butterfly. So when it comes to symbolism, it's not just one aspect. There are usually several taking place at once. And that gets into Katy Perry and again, Flat Earth. Let's take a look here. This is a sort of predictive programming when it comes to Katy Perry and God's created firmament, as you see here. She's wearing the cube on top of her head, which is a representation of heaven. Just like you see with this one video presentation on YouTube, heaven is cube-shaped. Just like obviously the New Jerusalem, it's a concept of as above, so below. And getting back to Katy Perry, besides the cube-shaped heaven, she has the broken glass symbolism as the dress. And this represents the firmament being broken. This is flat-out mockery when it comes down to it. And she's just a puppet. There's handlers that have Katy Perry have this whole entire outfit, this whole entire look. And very few people are going to understand what is taking place and what is being shown here. But this is definitely a reference to the biblical flat earth model in plain sight. Again, with the broken glass firmament in heaven above. There's no way they would put up their sellouts into a rocket, and who knows what can happen. It's just a movie, and obviously played off by these actors. And there's that geek, Jeff Bezos, that pencil neck, looking up at that bottle rocket in the sky. Very expensive firework. So like I said, this is part CGI, part real. They like to mix the two together. Like I said, they don't just do CGI. It's a mix of both, just like a movie production. 100% science fiction taking place here with Blue Origin. And there's some more CGI garbage. Give me a break. With the so-called reverse landing. Again, doing things in opposites. That's the whole entire aspect of the, just like SpaceX, with the rockets landing in reverse. Obviously, doesn't happen, can happen. It's just CGI, like I mentioned. Now, here's the capsule itself. Completely empty. Nobody in there. Now, as it comes down, like I said, an empty capsule. And one thing I always mention with these capsules coming back down with the parachute is you don't see an ambulance, any type of concern for these individuals with these landing. The first thing that should happen right here is there should be an ambulance, a rescue vehicle of some sort rushing to the scene. But no, they just have Jeff Bezos and the camera crew recording this. Again, just like a movie. The first thing that should happen is there should be a rescue crew opening up that hatch door and checking to make sure everybody's okay. But of course, this is completely safe. It's just a movie played out for the extremely gullible masses that love their fairy tale that's told to them. Not asking any of these individuals, are you okay? Obviously not, like I said, it's just a production. And Katy Perry kissing the dirt. Give me a break with that. What a joke. Just a movie set. That's all we're looking at here. You don't see, again, any rescue vehicles, an ambulance in sight. It's not required when you're faking space with this total garbage production. And these horrible actors and actresses. I said it many times in the past, you cannot fake real. And that's all you're seeing is fakery here. What a complete embarrassment this is. But the masses don't believe anything. If it's on TV, like No Hero, but he spoke the truth when he said the American people don't believe anything until they see it on television. That's absolutely true. Give me a break. Another one kissing the dirt. Wow, these people are too much with their fakery. But they're going to continue this nonsense garbage, fakery. Again, the propaganda of the fake phony ball earth. That's what it's all about. And just more of the same with this fakery.
Katy.
Let's take a listen here.
The crier of the group. Reeler of the group. No, you are not. I'm crier. I'm going to tell you something right now. You are officially an astronaut.
Thank you so much.
How do you feel?
I feel super connected to love. So connected to love. I think this experience has shown me you never know how much love is inside of you, like how much love you have to give, and how loved you are until the day you launch.
We had these incredible shots of Daisy watching you as the rocket, it'll make me cry, as the rocket's going up, and she was so proud. Just kept saying, Mommy, Mommy. And I know you'll feel the same way when you watch it. And you brought a real life Daisy up.
That's
it was
right.
important for you, not only because it's your daughter's name, but why else was that important to bring it?
Daisies are common flowers, but they grow through any condition. They go through cement, they go through cracks, they go through walls. They are resilient. They are powerful, they are strong, they are everywhere. Flowers are, to me, God's smile, but it's also a reminder of our beautiful earth and the flowers here and God's smile and the beautiful magic that is everywhere, all around us, and even in a simple daisy.
She mentions God, but which God, of course? And I showed it earlier with this one particular image. When she talks about God, it's not the God of the Bible, obviously. It's the one-eyed God as mentioned in Zechariah 11:17, the blinded in the right eye Antichrist, just like Jeff Bezos basically pays homage to here in this one photo. And just like I showed earlier with Oprah Winfrey and the 666 and the 33 coded, definitely nobody makes it on top of this world unless you sell your soul.
John chapter 9, verse 25. Whereas once I was blind, now I can see. Now I can see.